That's the mic. That's the external mic. Mr. Fuzzy. Hey, we made it over to Andrew Alexander's shop here in Dallas, Texas, and finally excited, man. Finally made it here. It's been a long day, but I've been excited to come see his shop for a long time. He's got a heck of a place. I just did the nickel tour. Now I'm going to take you on it. He's got a lot of cool iron, a lot of cool old machines. I mean, just all kind of cool stuff.
Let's go.
So let's go check it out.
This is a pretty rare piece here. This is a double Coke bottle steam engine on one stand. Usually you just have, you know, one single steam engine per stand. This is two on one. And this is cool because when it's spinning, this is the governor.
Yep.
And as it spins, you know, these balls push out, and that's where that saying "balls to the wall" came from.
Oh, okay.
Or balls out, or balls to the wall.
Oh, I never knew that. Yeah.
Race cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. And that controls the speed, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one came from Jesse James.
Did it?
Yeah. I traded him out of it.
What did you give him?
He got a really nice motorcycle out of the deal.
I was wondering if he got a chopper or some kind of Harley or something like that out of it.
But yeah.
A BMW?
Yeah.
Cool. So something that Jesse James owned. Very
that was
neat.
more suiting for him.
Oh yeah.
Mike was. This is more suiting for me.
Absolutely. What is this?
This is a blower, and it's you know, with two wheels, and then there'd be a belt that went to here, and the gear reduction, if you will, really made the fan motor spin fast, because you'd have a belt that went from here to here, and then a belt that went from here to here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
very cool.
Super neat deal.
Yep. He's got a lot of stuff like this that's just old, you know, 1800s technology, and he's got a bandsaw out there that they went out of business in 18
Yeah,
something.
Rollstone went out of business in 1890. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
It would be, you know, it's probably they went into business like in the 20s, 1820s.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1820s to 1890. I mean, it is legitimately old school.
Yeah. Well, check this out, man. I mean, this is sort of one of the rooms I was really excited to see. But look at all his anvils. I mean, he's just got them everywhere, and he's got even more in other places. So I know that he has is it Richard Postman collection?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is not the collection here.
This is part of it. Yeah.
Okay, part of it. All right.
Richard Postman wrote this book, Anvils in America.
Okay.
And this is regarded as the Anvil Bible, if you will. It covers all the anvil manufacturers, you know, how the anvils were made, where they were made, all of the literature about them.
That's an excellent book. I need to get one of those so I can learn about them.
Richard Postman, the author, acquired all these anvils to write the book, to be able to get the knowledge, to, you know, to look at them and see the composition of them and all that kind of stuff. And so I, very fortunately, last year got the chance to buy all of the anvils in this book.
Yeah, I remember that whenever you made that post. Yeah.
So
that's very cool.
And ultimately they'll be on an epic display in here, but I have to remodel this building first.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I was asking Andrew about that earlier, so he plans to have it set up sort of like a museum here eventually, where you can come in and
touch and feel.
Yeah, and get to see him in person. Wow. Are these all on the side is the Richard Postman?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
There's like 300 of his in here.
Okay. This one right here, now these are cool looking anvils. I've never seen one like that.
Right, so that's called a bridge anvil, and you see those, they were all used in the oil field and in shipyards, rail yards, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And they're the only anvil that I can tell you historically that people beat the crap out of, like just absolutely just destroyed them. I mean, if you look at like this slope and just how rough they are, I mean, people were just awful to them.
I think back then people used them for what they were made for. And a lot of everybody these days seems to they want to take care of them and not abuse them anymore.
There's an argument there both ways. I mean, if you treat an anvil properly, it's not going to do this.
I got you.
Necessarily.
Yeah.
But that also could have been done because the composition of the anvil may not be great. You know, these bridge anvils are cast.
Okay.
Whereas a lot of anvils you see are forged or wrought iron, you know, solid pieces. So
I see.
There's a lot of variables there, if you will.
Booth, is that Booth Boyd and Company, or Booth and Company Boyd Mill?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
There's so many anvil manufacturers. Every time I think I learned, all you could about the anvil manufacturers, like another 50 show up.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen a couple of these like in the like the Soleil steam machine shop. They had a couple of big fishers sitting there on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are Sawyer's anvils there that are used for working with saw blades.
All right. Well, here's some more of his. This is some more of the collection right here. A lot of cool stuff in here, man. Tabletop planer, man. Like, where do you start? There's just so much in here. But check this out.
This is one of my favorite pieces.
That is cool, man.
What's great about this? I mean, think about this. This machine was made before there was like a dude or a chick sitting there on a computer going. Yeah. Typing in all the gears, like all the mathematical equations and stuff to figure out the gears and how the thing works.
Yeah.
Like, this was made with pencil and paper.
Yeah.
The thought of it was. And I just love it. The whole bed goes back and forth. Mm-hmm. When it gets all the way back, it trips this mechanism here and it goes forward. And then when that dog hits right there, it trips again and goes back. I'll let you go over there just so you can see it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So you plan on getting this thing operating?
Yeah.
Do you know what the make is?
Yeah, it's a Wilkinson.
Wilkinson. Very cool.
Super rare to find this size.
Yeah, I've never seen one before.
Now there are smaller ones that were made. There's a book that Kenneth Coop wrote called Shapers, Planers, and something else. And it's an amazing book, and it covers all. Here, let me see. Actually, I think I have it over there.
Oh, I think you just showed me that the other day.
You gotta get this. This book is so great.
I need to get that.
Oh, yeah, I showed it to you because it has the 48 or 42 inch.
48 inch shaper.
Yeah, like a monster of all.
That's one of those that I don't think anybody's seen in the wild.
Really?
Yeah, it's been like, we've seen catalog pictures of a 48 inch Cincinnati, but I've never seen a picture of an actual shaper that big before.
I'm gonna have to find one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find one for us so we can all see it, man. You'll be the man to find it.
Here it is right here.
Yeah, is that the 48?
I mean, dude, it's like a Clydesdale.
Mm-hmm. This is just cool, man. And you can tell this one's old. It was flat belt.
There were shapers that were made that were quite a bit smaller than this one, too.
Mm-hmm. I know you got an Atlas. You got a small Atlas shaper.
Shapers. I meant planers, yeah. I do have
planers.
Smaller, yeah, I have a couple Atlas 7s.
Well, I see a lot.
There's a Stark lathe. That's a pretty cool old lathe.
Stark lathe.
Stark. So number 4.5. It was really designed for the hobbyist, the shop guy at home.
So it's all a manual.
That's right. This is the largest French pig anvil known to exist. It's 800 pounds.
I know why they call them pigs.
Yeah, because the pig anvils are my favorite.
You even got a Thor hammer in here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Thor hammer.
That's a U-size hammer.
A-bomb size. Yeah, but look at this guy. Look at that, man.
That's a 680-pound Peter Wright.
Really?
Which is a nice one, yeah.
So that's like the one I have, just a lot bigger. That's pretty cool.
And then on top of that's a little hay button anvil.
Okay. Is this an anvil too?
Yes, yeah. That came out of England there, and just a.
Does that go down in the wood?
Yeah, it's like 27 pounds, I think, or so.
That's cool.
This is cool. All of these parts on this lathe are either pretty ornately cast or hand forged.
Okay. Cool, man.
And I love the old precision drill presses, the old twist backs.
Mm-hmm.
So the belt would go through here and then come out both sides and twist down to the motor.
Yep.
Which is pretty fun. There's a lot of goofy stuff in here.
It's neat stuff. A lot of this. Oh, look, there's one of these little micro flat.
Yeah. Is that a salesman sample?
Yeah, it is. And Tom Lipton actually had Stanridge Granite start reproducing these.
Oh, really? That's cool.
He's had probably, I don't know, 150, 200 of them made
Wow.
already, and I got one.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty neat. Just yeah, it was a salesman display, but he actually has them lapped. I think it's AA.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they're flat. So you could use them.
That's really cool. This is a really rare anvil. This is the Dale Hanchett anvil that's marked on there as 1 of 5.
Wow.
And it's a French pig.
Yeah.
Here's a pretty rare 10-pound hand button anvil, 1 of 5 in the world known to exist.
Cool.
These are quarter weight French pigs. Very desirable.
They look just like a pig.
Yeah.
With the feet and the horn.
I just got this. This is a master pattern from Holland's Vise company. Which is just, I can't tell you how mind-blowing it is to own this. And how, I mean, this is like an extraordinarily rare piece.
That's what they would use to make the molds?
Yes. Wow. So back in the day, you had salesman samples, and then you had patent models, right?
Yeah.
So when you went to apply for a patent at the patent office, you had to take an actual model of your piece.
Really?
And that's what this is, a patent model of a power hacksaw.
And it's so it's functional then, huh?
It had to have been fully functional, yeah.
Man, that's, how do you find all this stuff, man?
I have no
you
idea.
got the neatest collection of iron I've ever seen.
I found this a long time ago.
Yeah. How long you been collecting now?
20 years.
20 years.
40, so, maybe a little more than 20, but I've never seen an actual patent model of anything other than that, like in person.
Yeah, that's
So
very cool.
I really like that one. This was an old rasp.
Yeah.
The Farrier's rasp. And my favorite one is this one, because you can see it was forged welded really well together.
Nice.
I mean, this was back in the, in the day when it was, you made stuff because you had to.
Mm-hmm. The wooden bandsaw right there. There's some kind of screw press.
Fly press, yeah.
Fly press.
There's a cool machine right there that's
Hardinge.
BB4 horizontal mill.
That's nice, man. That thing's clean too. There's this little shaper. This one's, is this an Atlas?
Yes, that's Avils 7 there.
Yep. I enjoyed your little Instagram video because you tagged me in it and, and was showing that, and yeah, that's cool.
That's a real popular size these days.
It is. There's a lot of home hobbyists that love this, so it seemed like
I think it's cool because people are using these machines that otherwise would probably be sitting idle somewhere.
There's definitely been a resurgence in the want for a lot of this old iron over, I'd say, the past, I'd say decade maybe.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a lot more popular.
This is more of the size stuff that I like this big brown and sharp.
There's a brown and sharp.
Yeah, you can take that off.
That's an old one there, man.
Yeah, belt driven though.
Very clean, nice condition.
So eventually I'll have all my line shelf stuff set up in here.
Okay.
Eventually.
He was telling me he plans on doing a big shelf system on this wall here, and that's where you're going to put your Vise collection there.
This is a big Charles Parker 958 Vise that came out of the Union Pacific Rail Yard.
Nice.
What's cool about this is the base. I mean, the Vise is cool. It's massive, it's over 300 pounds. But the base is amazing. This is the original railroad base. They made 3 different styles of it, and the base alone weighs 1,000 pounds.
And they made this for the Vise?
That's correct. This is for the Vise, yeah.
Looks like it's casted.
It is casted, yeah.
Man, that is cool.
Super heavy duty.
Yeah.
There's only like 11 or 12 known out there, and I've got 7 of the 11.
You have 7 of these?
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to you later about that.
There's another one over here. There's a 326 right there.
Is that the big stair that we're looking for me?
Yeah.
Yep. This is the one that he told me I need to keep an eye out for right there.
Yeah, for sure. So this is another style.
Okay.
This one sits 1 inch lower. This base was, so that's for 8-inch vise. This is for a 9-inch wide jaw vise.
Okay.
And I have an 8-inch jaw vise on there at the moment, but I have 9 inches over there I need to put on there.
That is cool, man.
But you see how this shelf, this one does not have a gusset underneath.
Yeah.
It's all solid.
Okay.
The other one has that big gusset coming off the back. These are bad to the bone right here. Like this is zipper burn stuff for me.
Uh-huh. Do you know where that came from?
I don't know where that, I mean, I know where I got it, but I don't, it's
Okay.
not, that one's marked.
Okay.
I've got another one that came from the Atchison, Topeka, Santa Fe rail yard.
Now what is that big one down in there in that basket? What's that big boy?
Oh, that's a 8-inch reed. It's a 208 reed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another one that I really like
Yeah.
that. I think Michael Brandt, I think that's the size that he had at his shop right
So
there.
you see how that one has a round base on it? The swivel base is round.
Yeah.
So I like that. I really like that. But my favorite is the square. There's two over here. And then you see how this has a flat nose on it?
Yeah, so this is newer,
This
right?
is a lot newer. This one's a lot older.
This is like mine. This is the one like I have right here.
They call this a bull nose.
Okay.
And there's a flange deal inside here that locks this spindle onto the vise to where it opens and closes. And then on this newer style, they have this piece that inserts in here and screws in, and then you put a set screw right there.
Okay.
I like the older style better. There's a really cool vise behind that one, the Studebaker.
Oh man,
Hydraulic
yeah,
vise.
yeah, those are pretty cool. I just seen you had another one that you just showed, a foot operated.
Right.
Like this. That's pretty cool, man.
Those are very interesting. Because your hands are free all the time, and you have an incredible clamping power with that.
That is pretty cool.
Material racks.
Really?
Cast iron material racks, yeah.
Wow.
And these are not like incredibly uncommon, if you will, but they're not like, you're not gonna find them everywhere.
Yeah.
But I love these things.
So it was just for, small, pipe and angle iron and
usually
stuff?
the pictures I've seen have 3 of them in a row,
Okay.
and they would just have their whatever stored on them.
This is a power hacksaw?
Yeah. It's a little good old Pratt. Good
Good old Pratt. They made a lot of machinist tools
It is?
for craftsmen. They made craftsman machinist tools.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a neat cherry picker right here. There is one.
Yeah.
There's one just like this where I'm at in Pensacola. That's been in this fenced-in area as long as I remember. It just sits right there. It's completely rusted up, but it's just like that.
Dude.
I don't know if it's the same thing, but it looks just like it.
Do you know this is like a holy grail piece? You got to get it. Seriously.
Really?
They're so uncommon and so sought after.
I've been eyeballing it for years.
Quit eyeballing it, son. Get it.
We need to find out who owns it.
Just get in there and make an offer.
This is a press.
Oh, Weaver 28-ton screw press. Yeah. It's cool that you can get 28 tons of pressure out of a screw press, And this one's the high-speed version where you can, advance it down pretty quickly. And then it's ratcheting, and then you can go forward and backwards. The way this little tooth is made, you can lift this up and spin it around.
I've never seen this
bring it back
before.
up.
Yeah.
But think about it. There's no hydraulics to this.
Well, it's similar to mine. You ever seen my screw press?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kent Moore, and then it's got a pulley on it, electric motor hook to it, so it makes the screw go up and down. But it's a nice press.
I love it. These things are great. I mean, Weaver made a 20-ton, 28-ton, and a 60-ton in this version. There's a piece that broke off on this right over here.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Right.
Okay.
So it would stop and then go to the next one.
That's why I was wondering, is it advanced? Okay.
Yeah, but I just need to get this little piece. See this right here? I just found I bought a whole nother press just to get this piece.
Okay.
But the other press, all this was broken off of it.
Yeah.
So it worked out great.
And then this one moves it up and down some?
Yeah,
here?
just see there it says high speed.
Yeah. So you can bring it down where you want,
Yeah.
set it,
And then start this.
and then start your pressure. Weaver Manufacturing Company.
This is a great vise. This is the German Super Vise.
It sure is. That's a big boy.
It is a bench vise, even though it's over 600 pounds with 12-inch wide jaws.
You're gonna have a low bench to be able to reach that
Right.
one.
So I've been looking for one of these for like 10 years, okay? Found this one, right? Came up for sale, and it was in Germany. It's called the German Super Vise. And I bought it, And I paid a fortune for it because I'd never had the chance to. I was just like so giddy, you know, I had to have it. And like 2 weeks later, another one popped up.
Oh, really?
So I had to buy it too.
German Super Vise.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's very few of these in the U.S. A handful or so, probably.
So I see a spring in there. Does that help retract the moving jaw back?
Yeah, let's see if I can. I mean, look at this. Look at this spindle on this thing. It's huge.
Oh, yeah,
man.
that's a big screw. That looks like it's at least 2 inches or bigger.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
These are both 9-inch Hollands. The Holland's 19, Holland's 29, which are very rare Holland's vices. And then there's the ever so popular 8-inch Wilton Bullet.
Yeah, those are sweet vices too.
Yeah.
You got some more hiding back here?
Yeah.
You got some more bench vices, yeah.
Once they're all on display, it'll be. I have like, I think 12 or 15 baskets full of bench vices like this.
Wow. You have any idea how many you actually have? Or
over 700, yeah.
Over 700 bench vices.
These are really cool, the old Wilton rear swivel jaw ones. So I started collecting anvils. Well, I started buying anvils first. But I think I started collecting vices, like really seriously collecting vices before I did anvils. And I've got, 500 something anvils, but I got way more vices.
Here's one like I have.
You got, oh yeah, that's
This is a Parker, but I have a Morgan Milwaukee.
Yeah, yep, they're still in business actually.
Yep, we've got 2 of them just like it at work that they bought brand new. I like seeing all the Reed vices, man.
Yeah, Reed is such a great company.
Yep.
Great company.
Yeah, I love those big ones, man. Those 8-inch, man, those are just cool. Another basket full of vices right there.
That's a really rare piece there. It's a 610-pound cubed swage block.
Mm-hmm.
And then that anvil's upside down, but it has a side horn on it.
That's a solid anvil there?
That's the base, but this anvil right here, yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
There's a really rare one Thomas Bimmy Cutler's anvil right there underneath the bridge anvil.
And some more bridge anvils there. There's Andrew's welding rig.
That's called Mr. Angry.
Mr. Angry?
Yeah. Because sometimes he gets mad it doesn't work,
Got a little
my trim kit I put on here.
Hey, I like the Wilton, but you need to put one of those 8 inches on the other side because that's really going to draw some more attention.
You know what's funny is like, okay, I have all these vices and then I put this little one on here. Like, what was that?
This is the one where you're like, if it gets gone, who cares? I got 800 more inside.
Yeah, but then you see over here, like I have Tidwelled reels and stuff on here that are worth more than the drum. I keep them covered up.
That's a nice setup.
So let's see how many hours are on this. 94 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This welder's like, I think maybe 3 years old.
Really?
It's got 94 hours on it. I put a purple dash in here with the Peterbilt glitter shifter knobs.
He's definitely got a nice place here, man. I love the old building, and we've got more to see.
Okay, so this is a really exciting piece for me. It's made, or was made by the Rollstone Machine Company, and they were in Pittsburgh, Massachusetts. Rollstone went out of business. Now listen to this. This is crazy. They went out of business in 1890. Right? They were in business from 1826 to 1890. That's it. So this is a very old machine. And it's just awesome to see, like, the casting that they ornately did back in the day. And just look at the design of this thing, how it kind of swoops around. It's
beautiful.
It really is something else. So this is the tensioner, right? For the belt.
So that screws and moves this up and down,
right.
Elevates it.
And then you can move these to cant the wheel in or out to get it to track properly.
Okay.
I mean, dude, just think about that. Back in the day, they just, all right, well, we need this, we need that, we gotta have this, and then, there was no computer.
And they made it.
They made it.
They made it happen.
This is awesome. So you got your idler pulley right here.
Yeah.
And then you'd have, you'd switch your belt over and it would pick the whole head up and away you would go.
That's where you have the lever up top to switch move your belt over, right?
Right. And so that There was no electric motor on this. I mean, this was the machine in its entirety.
Yep, driven off a line shaft.
You got your oil spot here, you know.
That's cool. It's just built right in too. It's not a separate piece. Just the cap is attached to it.
And I think there's one more. Oh, well, there's the bearing caps up top are open.
Okay.
So you would pour your oil in there. You know, bandsaws have what's referred to as cool blocks, and these cool blocks are made out of wood. So the blade would travel in between those, you know, to keep it aligned, but they were made out of wood. I mean, same thing back here. There'd be a wooden belt guard, right, that attached to these two.
Okay.
But the belt would travel inside this piece of wood.
Yeah.
Wore out, you just make you another one.
Yep. That's cool, man. Beautiful piece.
Really, really. The other collectors out there have told me that this is probably the earliest known example of their bandsaw.
Really?
That Rollstone made, yeah.
Cool.
So I'm honored to own that. I do Instagram, of course, but I don't do a lot of Facebook. But somebody sent me a link on Facebook to this hammer being for sale. It's an Ajax, and it's a 300-pound Ajax, and it's an extraordinarily uncommon hammer to be in the U.S. And the kid listed it for $250.
Really?
I mean, I could not get it paid for fast enough. Right. What's awesome is it's a two-piece hammer, so that the anvil and saddle block is separate from the main frame of the hammer.
Okay.
Then the anvil itself goes subsurface 18 inches.
Okay.
Right. So you have to have a hole in the ground for that to go in, and then everything else gets set up around it. And so I'm in the process of kind of putting it all back together.
Wow, look at this. This is all part of it too?
This, I think, was kind of a afterbirth, if you will.
Okay.
Because it is just kind of a smorgasbord of craziness. It's a cone clutch system.
Yeah.
Right, so there's a shaft that will attach to these universal joints down to that. You would have a foot operated lever that, you know, engages and disengages the clutch. It's a cone clutch with jack shaft system.
Yeah.
Completely unnecessary, because before the hammer would have run just off of a flat belt, one flat belt off of that big flywheel over
off
there.
That side over there.
Yeah. And there's a weight, and it got bent during shipping, but this weight is a brake. There's a pad on the front here, so when you push down on the treadle before, it would disengage this brake and allow that flat belt to spin, you know.
Okay.
And then on this eccentric here, and then it just gives you the motion of.
Look at the leaf spring.
Yeah. So when I say 300 pounds, it would be like holding a 300-pound sledgehammer and repetitively hitting metal with it. I mean, it's just a very aggressive, very awesome machine.
I bet, man.
One thing I love is to get machines going. Like, they've been sitting forever. Like, this kid had it in pieces. So I got it all back together, got it here. I got to see it run, you know?
Yeah.
I just have to. So
I was that way when I got that shaper.
You just couldn't stop until
ready to see that thing.
It's just so it's so fulfilling. Like, when you get to that point where you turn something on that hasn't been on ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is amazing.
Yep. I know the feeling, man.